Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti, and you can find my information in the description box below. I am a spiritual teacher. This is an energy update for the week beginning May 3rd through May 11th, 2020. The energy is intense. There's really no other way to put it. And everybody's reacting differently depending on where they are vibrationally. As more and more of the collective energies are waking up, we're seeing more protesting. We're seeing more people ask questions. And this is what we want. And I've said this, several times in other videos that we have prepared for this time. Most of the things, the situations or people that were used as excuses for staying in comfort zones, not taking personal responsibility for our own lives, are gone. The happiness that we thought we were getting from these things is no longer an energy source for us. So people that are accustomed to getting their energy from the matrix, from things outside of themselves, are really having a hard time right now. For many of us, if we are looking at this from a higher perspective, we're seeing where we need to cut cords. Now, I've been listening to a lot of energy readers, and like I said, people are having different reactions to what's going on. It's very important to use our discernment. When we as energy readers are putting these videos out, we do our best to pick up on collective energy, but keep in mind that we're also getting information that's channeled for us personally. And so I feel like some of those lines are being crossed energetically, as far as people interpreting the messages as to what's for the collective versus what's a message for them. And if you really tune in, it's easy to tell, because I feel too, that's the reason why we don't resonate with 100% of what everybody is saying, is because some of that message is for that individual. And we all do the best that we can, right? We are all subject to high vibrations, low vibrations, all of the things that go on in this dimension. So we are all trying to stay as connected as possible. So just to give you a practical example of what I'm talking about. Many of you know I've been a fitness professional for several years, going on 2 decades. And many people are struggling if they were used to the gym, the actual location being a part of their identity. The way I see it is, if you're about this life, if you are a person who has focused on their health and fitness for a very long time, and it's become a part of who you are, then you're going to find a way to stay healthy. You're not going to now try to claim that the gym or any other positive outlet that you had was a burden or some type of negative attachment. And that's what I'm hearing, that, I'm realizing now that this situation, the circumstance had more control over me than I'd like. And that might be true. But if you were connected to something positive, something that was uplifting, that was inspiring you, that was motivating you, like the gym, like working out, then it's okay for you to have those feelings of loss and separation from that. But it's also important to remember that it's about who you are, not about what you do. So if you're a fit person, then you're going to make adjustments, not excuses. So you're going to stay healthy and fit, whether or not the gym is a part of your life or not. You're not going to just stop working out completely. And I'm seeing a lot of that. But the energetic band-aids are being pulled off. We all know to fix anything, we have to do so at the root. So when it comes to the pandemic, the situation that's going on, I have my opinions about it. But one thing that we can really all agree on as fact is that there are so many things in this country that we need to fix. One of them is the way that we produce food in this country. The vast majority of infectious diseases that have gotten into the human population have come from the way that we treat, confine, abuse, and slaughter animals. It's the truth. If you think wet markets are gross, take a look at some of the hidden camera footage on YouTube with slaughterhouse footage. You're going to be horrified if you've never seen it before. I also read from an unbiased news source, meaning it's not from a vegan source, it's not from the mainstream media, that hundreds of thousands of animals are being slaughtered right now because of the current pandemic. This is going to just add to the problem. But Spirit says, in spite of everything, this is all a part of a much larger plan and purpose for humanity. A purpose which requires as many of us as possible to be aligned, awakened, and connected and tapped into our creativity. And remember, your creativity may not necessarily be what you do for a living. It's great if it is, and I think it absolutely could be and should be. But that all depends on how you believe in yourself and what it is that you're here to do. But the path to your purpose is going to be through your creativity, your soul mission. Through all of this, through everything that we're going through, that circumstances do not make the man or the woman, they reveal him. I've also talked about the analogy of the orange. Remember that no matter what you do, only orange juice can come out of an orange. It doesn't matter who does the squeezing. So if you're being squeezed right now, which a lot of people are, and out of you is coming fear and anxiety and depression, these are all things that were inside of you that are coming up for release and healing. So use this time that we're going to be slowing down, because as we move into the next few weeks, we've got 3 planets going retrograde and we have eclipse season starting next month. So we're going to definitely see some delays and our faith is going to be tested. So let's really, really do our best to stay connected spiritually, to trust our intuition and use our discernment when it comes to the information that we're receiving, when it comes to the decisions that we need to make for us and our families' well-being. Let's move on to the astrology. On May 3rd, we have Venus square to Neptune. This is what I call the unpretty transit. Remember that song by TLC, Unpretty? It makes people kind of self-conscious. It can bring up feelings of insecurity. Maybe this shutdown has you slipping up on your personal hygiene and beautification rituals. I've been seeing that hashtag quarantine hair. Relationships that are already rocky may be really problematic at this time. This can also be a time when you're prone to more overeating or just not practicing moderation. You could also be projecting your love ideals onto others and or idealizing your partner. So be mindful of the delusional type of energy vibe on this day. On May 4th, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury in Taurus. So this is a better day for thinking and clarity. Your mind is alert. Your mind is sharp. This is a great day for business and making plans. Great for buying and selling. So support a small local business. A lot of smaller businesses and people are starting to open up a little bit on Monday, right? We still need to be careful though, but a couple of states are starting to relax some of the guidelines. And so it's right in alignment with this energy. On May 5th is Cinco de Mayo, so happy Cinco de Mayo if you celebrate. It's definitely going to be a lot different this year. On May 7th is the Scorpio full moon, and it's exact at 3:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the ritual time frames are listed here. Full moons are always about awareness, manifestations, culminations, endings. Scorpio energy is intense. It's very transformative and it likes to go deep. Ruled by Pluto, which is currently transiting Capricorn. This is about evaluating our inner and outer resources. Mars, which is the traditional ruler of Scorpio, is making a T-square, a challenging aspect to this moon. So it's energizing this lunation for challenges. But remember that challenges do not have to be a bad thing. Challenges help us grow. They help us evolve. I'll be doing a full-length video covering the Scorpio full moon and how it will affect each sign as we get closer to the date. But use this full moon energy to release your power struggles, your internal power struggles, your external power struggles. This is an energy of surrender. As a collective, we're moving towards non-duality. Neptune is sextile to this moon, helping us to disconnect from the intense energy by working with our creativity, walking in nature. Focusing on creative projects is your best bet in navigating this intense energy, and focusing on your spiritual practices too. Also on the 7th, Mercury is going to sextile Neptune. So with this Neptune energy, this is great for creative visualization and relaxation. Any creative pursuits are favored. Not a great day, just in general, with the full moon for anything that requires a lot of focus. More suited for art, music, film, and other intuitive pursuits. On May 9th, Mercury in Taurus is going to trine Pluto in Capricorn. This is great for what I call winning friends and influencing people. Friendships started now may be karmic. And remember that karmic situations, karmic relationships are not always bad, but they always come with lessons because that's their purpose. On May 11th, Saturn is going to go retrograde until September 28th, 29th. The Lord of Karma goes retrograde about every 4.5 months for 12 months. This is going to allow us some time here in Aquarius and Capricorn, respectively, to reclaim our authority. Retrogrades always turn our energy and focus inward. Remember that Saturn rewards hard work and corrects misalignments. Delays, restrictions, and fear can be themes, but Saturn also rules discipline and hard work and taking responsibility for your life. So check your chart and see where Saturn is transiting. Saturn also shows us where we need to make improvements, revealing the blocks and teaching us our lessons, helping us to build solid foundations. Unfortunately, this transit will help us to really get more acclimated to this social distancing. Even though we're seeing these protests, it is what it is. We've got to stop this spread. Use this energy to be productive, self-motivated. Just do the best you can where you are with what you have. Let's move on to the Oracle and Tarot cards. And I was guided to the Gilded Tarot, and the Page of Wands and the Devil came out. To me, this is about us not making hasty decisions, immature decisions due to boredom, due to not being as stimulated as you have normally been accustomed to before the shutdown. We may be feeling trapped, but we could use this time to really do what makes us happy, right? To tap into our inner child energy. A lot of things are actually being exposed right now too about what's going on with children, certain children in this country, and rituals and the pedophile rings. These things have been going on for a long time, and we've been seeing this for the past couple of years. These people being exposed, and these, children, some of them being rescued, and people going to jail and being brought to justice. These energies are tough, and it can be triggering a lot of childhood wounds within us. Codependency issues, abandonment issues. Some of you listening could also be involved in a karmic relationship with a fire sign, and there may be some developments in that relationship on some level. The Page of Wands represents fire signs. The Devil card is Capricorn energy. So maybe you have a Capricorn child that's acting up. I certainly do. I'm a Sagittarius and my son's a Capricorn. This could also be an adult in your life acting childish, somebody that you maybe respected or thought of as an authority figure. Perhaps this current situation that we're in has made them show their true colors. This is also making me think that some of you are missing connection, sex, right? Maybe this quarantine has you separated from your partner. So just do the best that you can. This devil energy here could also be about self-sabotage. So be mindful of your thoughts, your actions, and how you use your energy during this time. Let's move on to the angel number, and 542 showed up. 542 is a practical number. Many of you have been really working on your spiritual connection, and it's stronger as a result, and you are seeing some physical manifestation despite what's going on, right, in the collective. Trust that you have received precise guidance regarding the changes that you need to make that will benefit you on all levels. Remember to go with the flow and keep up the good work that you're doing. These energies have been complicated. We've been told over and over that we have chosen to be alive at this time. Even if you don't believe it, it's the truth. Let's move on to the spirit animal, and the duck showed up. I just wanted to mention, when I get channeled messages from spirit animals, or when I see them in my visualizations, I know whether or not the image is for me or for the collective, because if it's for me, usually it's just one animal that shows up, or if I'm working with a client or working on their reading, one animal will show up for that client. But if it's collective energy, I'll see like a flock or a group or more than one of these animals. And in this particular instance, I saw a group of ducks. And to me, this brought up the energy of emotional protection. This is also about being grateful, right? Ducks, we feed the ducks. Ducks eat all the time. If they're not eating grass or whatever they're eating in the lake, somebody's going to come by and give them something, right? So it is with you. Trust that you're going to be provided for, that your needs are going to be met. And don't get caught up in what's going on in the world. This is also about checking in on people, right? Making sure that people are okay, that they're really okay. I mean, we're all being affected by this, and it's triggering people in so many different ways. The duck also shows up when we need to use discernment in relationships and make sure that we're maintaining our healthy boundaries. The duck is also about self-sufficiency and preparation. See a group of ducks too. This is also a cosmic message from the universe. Like, I'm going to give you a kick in the butt because you need to move forward. So many people have gotten accustomed to living certain ways and just in these comfort zones. And life as we know it has changed forever. So we need to accept that and move forward and make the adjustments in our personal life and be open and flexible to the changes that have yet to come and occur. Let's move on to the crystal, and turquoise came up again. I feel like we're going to see turquoise a lot. I've been seeing this a lot in my readings because it's a stone that helps people with transformation and really connecting to spirit. Even though it's a third eye and throat chakra crystal, it has a very practical grounding energy. It'll help you to really connect to your spirit guides, particularly your ancestors. Like I said, that show up often as animals. Turquoise is also highly protective of your physical environment as well as your energetic body. It's very protective against theft. And turquoise is also great for connecting to the way that you communicate to spirit. So whatever your dominant psychic ability is. You can also use turquoise to help you get through catastrophes and dispel worries and fears and really speak your truth in love and clarity. Turquoise is about being direct in your communication. Use turquoise also to help you make decisions that merge both your head and your heart. Because the head and the heart, they are the two endpoints, and right in the middle is the throat chakra. So allow turquoise to help you communicate what you need to with love, to connect your heart and mind, to speak your truth. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so by visiting my website at onebodywellnesssp.com. If you're looking for fitness and yoga inspiration, you can follow me on Instagram at Yogi Nefertiti. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.